So, good day, everyone. So, for this example class, we will solve example number 4, example number 5, and example number 6. So, there are three problems that we are going to solve this day. So, we will start with example number 4. So, we have here a situation. A daredevil is attempting to jump his motorcycle over a line of buses parked end to end by driving up a 32 degrees ramp at speed of 14 meters per second. So 40 meters per second, that is around 144 kilometers per hour. So the question is, how many buses can how many buses can he clear if the top of the takeoff ramp is the same as the height as the bus tops and the bus are 20 meters long? The second one also, we have here, discuss what your answer implies about the margin of error in this act. That is, consider how much greater the range in the horizontal distance he must travel to miss end of the last bus. And we need to consider that we need to neglect the air resistance. Okay? So, to solve this problem, of course, the question is not a daredevil. So, we will write muna dito yung given natin. No? Let's write the given. So, we know that uh, speed of 40 meter per second, that is your, what is that? Of course, that is your initial velocity. No? So, since that is your initial velocity, the 40 meters per second. And then, the situation is how many buses. No? Ang ginahanap dito, ilang bus daw yon. Ilan ang bus na makapag-clear if the top of the takeoff ramp is the same as the height of the bus tops and the bus are 20 meters long. So we have the initial velocity of 40 meter per second. And what is the next thing? Huh? So alam naman natin the gravity is, it's negative 9.81. Yan. And we have the angle. Class, the angle is 32 degrees. Okay. So the question is, how many bus? Yan yung ginatanong na how many bus can he clear if the top of the takeoff ramp is the same as the height as the tops and the bus are 20 meters long. Pila ka bus yung ma-15 sa 20 meters long na 20 meters long na bus. Number of full buses cleared. So here, we need to solve first the range, no? R. Sir, bakit kailangan isa-solve yung R, no? Yung R kasi, okay, I will explain no bakit R yung hahanapin dito. In this case, the range formula here is a special case derived from the simultaneous solution of the horizontal at saka the vertical motion equations of our projectile launch, no? It expressed the R, the dx, yun yung hahanapin natin as function of the initial speed launch angle and the gravity is around 9.81. No? Take note that the launch and the landing height are the same. Again, the launch and the landing height are the same, given that also the acceleration due to gravity is constant and acts on only vertically. So these conditions ensure that our assumptions and the formula that we will be using is valid. So for launch at the same time, landing at the same height, again, we need to first compute the VIY. No? We need to first to compute the VIY. So VIY is equal to initial velocity sine theta. So VIY is 40 sine 32 degrees. And magpalaban kong online calculator. 40 sine 30 degrees. 32 pala, sorry. 40 sine 32 degrees. So we have here the initial velocity of y component is 21. Ano? Putol man siya. 21 point. Okay, wait lang ha. Wala. Nganong gamay ka siya sa ako. Hmm, to decimal ra lagi ni. Okay? Mhm. Mag-VIX po ta. Yan, that's 40 cos 30. Calcio cos. Yan. Okay. Now, take note, there is a condition pala for our problem. I was mistakenly forgot that the problem is it includes the horizontal at saka the vertical. Yeah, it includes the horizontal at saka the vertical kasi it was stated here the takeoff ramp is at the same height as the bus stops and the buses are 20 meters long. So in this situation, okay, please listen. You must consider this one. In projectile motion, when object is launched and lands at the same height, the horizontal distance it travels before hitting the ground is what we call our range. That's our R, the range, no? And we know that the range is if we kung saan i-reason ha? If we consider the formula of range, this is dx is equal to vix times time. No? The time is the total time in the air. So here, ito yung dx natin, no? Yan. And after that one, since in the vertical, that is in the horizontal motion yon. That is in the horizontal motion. But in the vertical motion, which is ito yung formula for the vertical motion. Yan. And at landing, no? Take note, the landing here is 0, the dy is 0. Okay, bakit sa 0 yung dy dito? Because it starts and ends at the same height. Again ha, it starts and ends in the same height. So we need to solve and factor out. It gives us the time. The time is 2 initial velocity y and then over the acceleration due to gravity. Okay. And then, again, this is the formula of the total time, no? So, we need to substitute this time, ito. We need to substitute here. Yan. So, if we substitute that one, magiging dx is equal to initial velocity tapos 2 VIY over G. Yan. Yan yung mangyayari sa ating solusyon. Okay? So again, let me explain something dito sa part. Take note, no, in the vertical motion equation, at landing, y is 0. Sir, bakit 0 yung landing? Because it starts and ends at the same height. Again, it starts and ends at the same height. So we manipulate the formula and we have here the formula of the time, which is the 2VIY and G already. And when we substitute now to our dx. So, kanina, no, we solve the, wait, mag-i-erase man noon, eh. I-erase mo noon ako ganina, sige lang. So here, the VIY is VI sine 32 degrees. And then the VIY sine theta, we have 40 sine 32 degrees. So VIY is, ilan yung VIY kanina? Nakalimot ko sa VIY. It's sine 32. It's 21.19677. That's our VIY. And then for our VIX, So our VIX, VI cos theta, initial velocity is 40, cos 32. Iris mo na ko na ba? So we have our initial velocity of the x component, which is 33.92192. And we will substitute now our corresponding values. Okay. We will substitute. So here, the x, VIX is 33.92192 times 2, VIY is 21.19677 over negative 9.81. Yan. And we have come up the answer of, ay, madaritsa na siya. Madaritsa na siya sa ako We have come up the answer of, we have here negative 146.592. We need to ensure muna if tama ba yung solution dito. Basig mali ni. So, i-recheck sana ako sa akong calculator. Get 146.159. Sir, bakit siya negative? Okay. Bakit siya negative? Because, pababa man siya. Wait lang. Dapat negative ning isa diri. Wait lang ha. Dapat negative ning isa diri para ma-positive siya. Sig mali ko, wait lang. The VIY. Kailangan, wait lang. Ako sang iano kung negative ba siya. Dili siya negative, sorry. Dili siya negative ha. So, there is a mistake here. Wait lang ha. Dapat daw ni siya, positive daw ni here. Okay. Dapat positive yung ano natin. Kasi, the range, if ever, kasi bawal kasi magka-negative yung ato natin, no? The distance cannot be negative, but it gives us the direction naman din, ha? It gives us the direction. So, always, siguro, if dito yung sagot natin, mananagative siya. Again, if ito dito, mananagative natin yung sagot. So, we need to get the absolute value of it, no? Again, in this situation kasi, if we will use negative 9.81, yung sagot natin dito, balikan natin, no? So, ang sagot dito natin is, no, 144 naman eh. Di ba 144 ganyan na? Ang sagot natin is 140, amin kayo na, 140, wait lang. Ang sagot natin kanina is 146.5923. And then, since distance cannot be negative, no, because it's a scalar, yung distance natin, so we need to have this one as the absolute value. So get the absolute value of this. So we have 146.59. Just that's your dx. But if we go back to the problem, yung tanong kasi is how many buses, no? How many buses? So we have number of bus, 146.59 divided by 20, it gives us 7. Okay? It gives us 7. Wala may decimal nga bus, wala may putol na bus. Tama? Again ha, wala decimal putol na bus. So here, 146.59 divided by 20, it gives us 7. So, sir, bakit dili pwede 8? Kasi yung reason gani, dili walang decimal, dili po siya pwede i-round up rather. Ang situation kasi, number of buses cleared. Again ha, number of buses cleared. So, pag i-8 na to, na ay sobra. Pag ibutang na to ang 8, malagpas siya sa length na 20 na ano niya. So here, in this situation, no, pag ramp ato niya, pag ramp, kung 8, naibas nga maigo. So, doon tayo pipili sa minimum, which is the 7. Di ba, ang sagot dito is 7 point something. So, yung motor, pag jump niya, again, yung motor, pag jump niya, ganon, so pag i-round up natin siya, maging 8, maigo ang pangwalo nga bus. Di ba? Maigo yung pangwalo na bus. So, take note, ang dimension, can he clear? No? Sigurado nga safe, sigurado walang bus na masasagasaan. And that is why the answer for this is only 7 bus. Okay? 7 bus lang. Yan. And let's proceed for letter B. The letter B here, discuss what your answer implies about the margin of error in this act. No? Sir, what's the margin of error on this act? Actually, to solve for the margin of error, no? Bilagani ato nga solve the distance, no? The total distance na pwede maambak sa rider is 146.59. Yan yung ano natin na sa solve natin, yung distance niya. Tapos, sir, 7 bus lang man ang ato ang answer lagi. Tapos, each bus measures 20 meters. No? So, 7 times 20, we have 1. Oh, nagpataka 7 times 21, 140. Wait lang, nagpataka na siya. 140. Di ba? 140 meters. If i-combine na to yung pitong bus, it gives us 140 meters all in all. So, naa siya'y sobra pa na 6.59 meters beyond the end of the last bus. Yun yung motong yung ganina, na dili pwede 8. No? Dili pwede 8. Kung mag-8 bus pa ta, si rider na pa siya sa pangwalo nga bus. So here, the situation, no? If the rider's landing point is within about 6.59 meters beyond the end of the last bus, he still clears the buses. Yan. That is finite but a moderate safety margin. Dili man siya nga nakadako, di ba? Pila gani ang difference nila? 146.59 minus 140. It's 6.59, no? Hindi siya nga nakadako man pod, no? In the real world factor, given the air resistance, imperfect takeoff, considering the angle, considering the clearance of the motorcycle and the landing surface, no? It would reduce the safety margin. So in practice, the act is still quite dangerous even though there is a margin of error na 6.59. No, kasi ang gimension lang man dito, neglect air resistance. What if we consider the possible factors? The possible factors is the air resistance. Isa, imperfect take-off. Possible kasi yan siya. Malay na to, na ada mga pag-take off niya, kalit hiwi. Yan. Because of the angle, the motorcycle clearance, the surface of the landing. So dangerous gihapon siya. Okay? So here dako-dako ang margin of error, but again, yung sinabi ko, it's quite dangerous pa rin. Okay? So, sir, nganong ingani ka complicated yung situation natin? Again, balikan ko kanina ha, I explained that the launch at saka the landing at the same time. Again, the launch at saka the landing at the same time. No? And also, so we solve kanina the vertical, the range is the VIX times time. And also, we solve for, actually, we can solve for the time, no? The initial velocity of this one is negative. Nalagay dapat minus to siya. Okay. So, yon. So, ito yung solution natin for item number 4. Take a picture of this. Actually, combine na rin ako diretso manggod, no? So, pwede man nato siya isa-isahon, but yeah, sorry for that. Combine na ako siya diretso. Let's proceed to example number 5. Sabi sa number 5, an archer shoots an arrow at 75 meters distant target. The bull's eye of the target is the same height as the release height of the arrow. Hala, sir, same siya kanina na situation. No? I-mention ha, the bull's eye of the target is at the same height as the release height of the arrow. So kung ano yung height ng pag-release, the same height lang din sa bull's eye. So we can adapt the formula kanina. So ito yung kanina, no? Ito. We can use this formula sa pag-solve sa ating problem dito. But again, we need to consider this one, no? Sabi dito, questionable kasi yung ano dito, no? At what angle must the arrow be released to hit the bull's eye if initial speed is 35 meters per second? That's the situation, no? At what angle must be the arrow be released? So, sir, ano itong 75? Itong 75 natin, class, this is our R. The distance from you, i-drawing nako ha. Mo daw ni siya. Mo daw ni si Prince Cabanlim. Tapos na siya pana, mo niya ang arrow and bow. Mo ni ang bull's eye. So class, ang distance nila dire, yan. Our dx is 75 meters. Bull's eye niya, so pag magpana daw si Prince sa arrow daw, of course, ka-level lang daw, no? Yung height ng pag-launch ng arrow at saka yung height ng bull's eye is just the same. No? And then we have here the situation. The initial velocity is 35 meter per second. Iba itong number 5 kasi angle ang ginahanap. Again, angle yung ginahanap sa number 5. So, this is very quite complicated kasi again, I will write the situation here. The situation is the launch and the landing, no? Ay, wait lang, mali. Launch is equal to landing. Yan. Yung height nila. Yung height pagpana at saka yung height din yung pag-ano niya sa pagpana niya sa landing height ng arrow is parehas. So, yan yung situation dito. Okay. Sige. Sabi dito, in this part of the problem, explicitly show how you follow the steps involved in solving projectile motion problems. So, in this situation, wala kasing angle. We cannot solve the angle, no? We cannot solve for that time. So, we have here, based on our previous formula, ito, yeah, alam naman natin, class, na VIX is VI cos theta. And VIY is VI sin theta. Kanina sa formula, sa DX, yan, andun yung formula class na VIX times, ano yun? 2 VIY. 2 VIY over the acceleration due to gravity. So, yan yung formula natin. So, ngayon, no, in this situation, we need to reconstruct kasi based on the formula, walang angle na present. Ha? In this formula, walang angle na present. So, we cannot solve. That's why we need to manipulate this one. And we have this answer, VI cos theta times 2 VI sin theta. Yan. Over G. Then, we need to solve GDX na. Sir, magiging squared na siya. That's correct. The initial velocity becomes squared. Then 2 cos theta sin theta. Hala, sir, duha man naka-angle. Medyo lisod na siya. Pero ay ako na-remember ito, natin ginatawag dito na identity. Yeah, double angle identity. Yan. According to double angle identity, sine 2 theta is equal to 2 cos theta sin theta. Yan. So in this situation, we can apply double angle identity as VI squared sine 2 theta. Yan. And we have now, masolve na nato ang angle using this formula. Sine 2 theta, yan. So here, yeah, divide both sides by VI squared. Sine 2 theta is GDX over VI squared. Wait lang, ako sa i-reconstruct kay pangit pagkasulat. So the formula that we will now be using is sine 2 theta is equal to GDX over initial velocity squared. This will be the formula that we will be using to solve the problem. And to tell you, there is two angle. Dalawa yung sagot dito na angle. So, bakit dalawa? Kasi 2 theta kasi. No? Again, 2 theta. So, dalawang angle ang masasolve dito. Dalawang angle. So, we will use this formula. So, sine 2 theta is equal to acceleration due to gravity and the initial velocity. We take the acceleration due to gravity into positive na kasi ma-negative ang answer, so medyo mahirap na tayo dito, no? Again, we need to take acceleration due to gravity into positive na, no? So 9.81 times 75 over the initial velocity of 35 squared. So we have sine 2 theta arc tan divided by 2. Yeah. Magamit ako ng online calculator. So sine theta sine 2 theta. Okay, wait lang ha. Online calculator. Ay, wait lang, baka magtanong kayo ha, bakit positive po yung 9.81? In the range kasi na formula, we need to use the magnitude only. No, we do not take the negative direction. Again ha, please i-take note nyo na lang ito. If we will be using the range formula, again, range, the dx ha. Again, if we will be using the dx formula, we will be using the positive value of our acceleration due to gravity in the situation. Ha? Kasi time, di ba yung formula sa time? Di ba pag mag-solve tayo ng time, kung naka-square root, di ba ma-cancel na kasi yung negative. No? So again, so the negative there is just the direction. So please take note of this one, that in the range or time flight formula, we need to the range na lang. In the d of x, the dx, the range, we need to consider na gamitin yung magnitude natin only. Walang negative na sign. Okay? So, pila ning sign? Pila ni siya? 9.81. Wala ko i-calculate mga deriva. 9.81 times 75 over 35 squared. It gives us the answer of nakaano man ni, naka-fraction. Naka-fraction man noon. Tigaan man noon tag-fraction. Wait lang ha. 9.81 times 75 divided by 35 divided by 35. Ano yung answer? 0.00 lagi ako Wait, pasig mali ko. 9.81 divided, times 75 divided by 35 divided by 35. Anong 0.6 ako? Dili ka 0.00801 lagi diri. O manik klaro ning kalkyo Wait lang. Wala pa na klaro niya kung kalkyo Scientific. Cycle na lang ako sa 1 point. Ay, mali. 9.81 times 75 meters. 9.81 times 75 close. No, not square. Divided by 35 square. The answer is 0.600612249. Yan. And we need, if we use arctan, no, we use arctan class to solve this one. Okay? If you use arctan to solve this one, dalawa yung angle na masosolve in this situation. Dalawa yung angle na masosolve. So, ganito kasi yung mangyayari, 2 theta. Wala kasi akong calculator. Dalawa yung angle kasi, no? We have, first one is, yung sagot dito na naka-radian kasi, naka-rad man eh. Wait lang, naka-rad. Yan. Gi-change ko siya into radian to degree. So, the first angle is 18.46 degrees. Again, the first angle is 18.40 degrees. I-minus nyo lang para makuha ang second angle. To find the second angle, i-minus lang siya sa 90 degrees. Ha? So, the first angle, yung na-solve natin is 18.46. Then the angle 2 is 71.54. We minus that one in 90. No? So, kaning 18.46, ito yung tinatawag natin na naka-low trajectory. No? Dili ana. So, pagpana natin na medyo baba lang. No? Kaya kung i-zero siya, ana lang. Yeah, pag ipana, 0, yon. Pero, pag may angle lang konti, low trajectory lang, ito yung sagot natin, the 18.46. Yung 71.54 naman, that is the high trajectory. No? High trajectory yun siya. So in this situation, no, usually, please take note of this one, usually, the low angle is used for direct shot. Now, ito yung pipiliin natin. I will label here. Usually, the low angle is used for a direct shot. No? So in this situation, the low angle must be used. Okay? Now, we're done with letter A. Let's proceed to letter B. letter B, the question here is, there is a large tree halfway between the archer and the target with an overhanging horizontal branch of 3.5 rather, meters above the release height of the arrow. The question, will the arrow go over or under the branch? Again, we have here a situation, no? Na a large tree half between the archer and the target with an overhanging horizontal branch. Kamuka pud ani nanapoy ka ng sagabal no naa siya distract kanang so di sa ng ano obstacle no, the obstacle diri na horizontal branch 3.5 meters above the release height of the arrow. The question, will the arrow go over or under the branch? In this situation, we will be using our angle theta, which is the 1. We need to use our angle theta 18.46. If gamito na to na siya nga angle, the low trajectory, ang pangutana karon, no? Will the arrow clear a branch above or baba ba siya, no? Will the arrow clear, go over or under the branch? If we will use the low trajectory. Malamang if we will use the high trajectory, we can definitely answer the question, no? Pag high trajectory. Baka yung angle kasi yung high trajectory. But if we will use the low trajectory, because that's what's stated here, no? Low angle is used for direct shot. So, yan yung gagamitin natin. And we need to analyze if it will go over ba or under. Sir, unsaon man ni? Sige. I-analyze na ako ha. Height kasi ito. We will solve for the height. No? We will solve for the projectile height. Yan yung ginaisip ko. Height ang isa-solve natin. Wait lang. Let me think. Sa formula. We will derive the formula of number 5. Kasi dy ang ginahanap dito. Dy, yung range. Ito. Sige, let's kasi it's complicated formula. So ibaba na lang nako ha. For letter B, bakit? For letter B, we will use this formula. Yan. Yan yung gagamitin natin na formula for letter B. Okay? And, sir, wala man tayong time. Wala tayong time. Wala din tayong final velocity. So, in this situation, take note, we will be using yung formula kasi we must consider the horizontal motion. Again, we must consider the horizontal motion, but let me think if this is applicable with the use of the other formula. The 2GD dy, kasi dy yung ginahanap. Analyze ko muna using yung formula ng isa ha. Our situation kanina, the initial velocity of y component is squared yun. Yung time dependent na formula god ito. VI. VI, ilagay nito itong initial velocity. 35. 35 sine. We will use the 18.46 degrees angle. Nakasquare. So, okay. Nalagay ko yung mali. Nakoy mali. So, nang lisod-lisoron pa man atong self na pwede raman di ka nga formula ang gamiton. Okay. Anong, ano ko nga, anong pangitaon pa man ang time na pwede naman di ka nga formula na mali ko. We can use this formula. Diba? Why bother use other formula? Kaya kung kato manggod class, kung kato nga formula atong gamiton, yung night time, medyo isolve pa nato ang time. No? Kailangan pa nato isolve ang time. So nga pangitaon pa man nato to nga gamiton to nga formula nga pwede man nato gamiton tong kanina formula. Diba? So, yeah, it will arrive the same answer lang yun. It will arrive the same answer. So, why bother? Sige. Our initial velocity is dito pagpana 35 meter per second. Yan. Of course, our final velocity is 0. So, anong 0 ang final velocity? Of course, if it hits the bullseye, mag-stop naman. It's 0. So, VIY sine theta. Sir, unsa nga angle ang gamiton? Ang atong angle na gamiton is the trajectory, the 18.46 degrees, yung low trajectory. Yan yung gagamitin natin. So, we have 35 times sine 18.46 degrees. Sa BFY naman, you have VF sine theta. So, VFY 0 sine 18.46 degrees. So, alam natin yung VFY natin is 0 na yan siya. 0 na yung VFY natin. And then, for the VIY, let's solve for the VIY. O ibiyak ko no kasi kailangan exact. Awa na merese exact man. 35 sine 18.46. Sige, what's the answer for this? It's 11.08248. That's the approximate value. So, with this formula, ito, 2G dy is equal to VIY squared minus VF squared y. Wait, mali ko sa formula ha. Mali yan. Yan. So, ang hahanapin natin dito is the dy. So, dy yung hahanapin. So, viy squared minus vfy squared over 2gd. Ay, namali na po ko sa formula. Ay, sorry, nabaliktad. Oh my God, nabaliktad. Nabaliktad ang formula. Diyos ko, tanawara. Yeah, I stand corrected. Awara na mali ko sa formula. Mauna di ang VF. Awara. Yan. My God. Sa video, ani, ina lang ko hakin. Ako yung namali. Nabaliktad. So, here, ako na po ng F. Kadlaw naman good class. Tulugo na yung maestro. Anyway, this is the formula. So, dy, the vfy squared 0 squared minus initial is 11.08 248, tapos naka-squared na siya, then 2 times negative 9.81. So dy is negative 11.08248 squared over negative, we have 2 times negative 9.81. That means dy, the answer for projectile motion sa dy natin is 6.26 meters. Yan. That's the maximum height. No? Again, if we use the low trajectory angle, the 18.46 class, the height is 6.26 meters. And 6.26 meters, alam naman natin, 6.26 is greater than, ano kayong problem? 3.5 meters. Ayan. So, unsa man ni siya? That means the arrow clears the branch. No? It goes over. Ha? So, kumbaga pa, it goes over. Nasa sa taas. Mas taas man ng height. No? So, pag magpana na daw siya, na ang branch dire, kasi na obstacle, if we use the low trajectory angle, which is the 18.46 degrees, so pataas siya na. No? Kumbaga pa sa drawing nato, if mo ni si Prince Kabanlit, mo ni ang arrow, yan. Kumbaga pa naad diri kahoy, wait lang ha, kay mura pangit akong kahoy. Nasa layo ang kahoy, no, tapos naa daw ni branch diri nga naigo, ay not naigo, but na ay branch daw sa kahoy diri. Mo ni ang bullseye, take note, the same height lang sila ha, 75 meters. So, pag pana ni Prince gamay og angle, yung arrow, pag ganito, yan, it goes over. Sa taas siya. So, pero if we use the 71 degrees kanina, if we use the 71 degrees, what do you expect? Malamang, mas taas pa. It goes higher pag yun. It also clear, no? It also go over. Maklear gahapon siya. So, ito yung solution natin for letter B. Sorry na mali ko ganyan na sa formula. Mag-sorry na lang ko daan, chat ko daan sa Telegram na ako'y na mali og sulat sa formula. But di correct ra na ako akong self. Basing mong tana mo ba sa video? Mo-chat mo sa kuha nga na mali. Anyway, we're done with number 5. Oh my God, kataas si number 5. Uy, picturean ako ha. Wait lang. I will take a picture of this one. Screenshot. Tapos, wait lang. Isend ako sa TG. Okay. Screenshot sana ako ha. Screen. Save to photos. I-screenshot sana ako ni number 5. Nakasa sa number 5. Uy. Sige. Let's proceed to the last item, no? Here. A rugby player passes the ball 7 meters across the field, where it is caught at the same height as it left his hand. Same gyapon kanina, same situation, no? Again, same ni siya ganina nga situation. Sa taong gibutang, the launch at saka the landing is equal. Ha? The launch at saka the angle is equal. Na parehas na angle pangitaon, no? The question na a rugby player passes the ball 70 meters across the field where it caught at the same height it left his hand. Now, same ni siya. So, si number 4, 5, 6, parehas sa situation. Now, at what angle was the ball thrown if its initial speed was 12 meter per second, assuming that the smaller of the two possible angle was used? So, same siya kanina, class, na dalawa yung angle na solve. But it was stated here that we will be using the smaller angle. So, ilagay natin dito, the dx is 7 meters. And the initial velocity we have is 12.0 meter per second. Okay? So, yung tanong at what angle? So, we will be using the same formula that we have. Then, sabi naman dito sa letter B, what other angle gives the same range and why would it not be used? No? So, we will be solving also the other angle. Diba? Pag masolve natin yung isa ka angle, the result is the smaller one, the low trajectory. Then, if we will use the other angle, that's the higher trajectory. So, we need to, I will explain later, why would it not be used? Okay? Another thing, how long did this pass the ball? Dalawa yung tanong dito. No? How long? The time of flight for the pass. Okay? Sir, unsa may buhaton na ato ani? So let's have letter A muna. At what angle? Balikan natin yung formula kanina. Ito. We will be using this formula. Yan. Okay? Please take note of this one. We will be using this formula. So if ever sa quiz nako or sa exam, may ganitong situation, use this derived formula already, ha? Para hindi na kayo mahihirapan pa. Nothing to worry because I will give you naman this one. So we will be using the same formula kanina. We have sine 2 theta. Ano yon? G dx vi squared. We have the acceleration due to gravity over the initial velocity squared. And then I explained kanina that we will be using the positive, no, yung magnitude lang. Walang direction ng acceleration due to gravity. Again, in the distance or in the range, we will be using the magnitude only of the acceleration due to gravity. So you must take note of this one. Please consider when solving the dx or the range, we will be using again ano yun, the magnitude only of the acceleration due to gravity. So let's proceed. Sine 2 theta dili na ako ibutang para to save space. Okay. Sine 2 theta is equal to the acceleration due to gravity. Again, positive ha. Kasi explain kayo na we will be using the magnitude only. The dx is we have the range which is the 7 meters and we have the initial velocity of 12. Hindi na mo aki. 12 squared. And class, it gives us, we have sine theta, 2 theta is 0.476875. Yan. No? So, then we will use arc sine. Di ba 2 theta man yun? Arc sine, di ba sine negative 1? Kung gagamit kayo ng calcio, no? I-ensure ninyo pag naka-radian yung calculator ninyo, same yung kanina, naka-radian kasi yung calcio ko kanina. Pero pag hindi siya naka-radian, you need to use the naka-degree. No? Wait lang. Maghanap muna ako ng calculator natin na pwede pang ano. Wala mang arc sine dito eh. Wala ay arc sine diri class. Trigo. Calculator. Wala calculator nga trigo. Asa mo calculator nga trigo eh. Kuan na lang na ako siguro ito. Basta arc sine tapos yan. Wait lang 9.81. So using arc sine, we have the angle now of walahi akong angle class. Kung angle ni ko, di man siya mao eh. Pero may angle na ko aning 476.875. The arc sine. 3.90 lagi diri sa ako. Anong lahi akong answer? Wait lang, di basig. Di na dyan kumutuan ng online calculator ba? As mo itong photomat na ko diri class, oy. Wala dyan ko calculate. Cellphone na gud ako ano eh. Na ay arc sine diri. Arc sine. 9.81 times 7. Ang naa diri sa ako diri sa cellphone na answer, naka-radian pa ni. Naka-radian pa ni siya. Again, naka-radian pa ning nasa cellphone. 495. 495,155,969. Naka-radian pa ni siya. So, we need to divide by 2. Again naka-radian pa ni siya Divided by 2. We have 0.2475798. Rad, naka-radian pa ni. So, i-label na ko dito, convert to angle. convert to degrees. So pag convert ani karon sa degree, pag-convert na to ani karon sa degree, so kung mag-convert mo radian to degree, ang buhaton lang class kay i-times nimo siya sa 180 i-divide sa pi. Times 180 divide the pi. So the answer is 14.19. Again, kani siya convert to degree, ibutang na ko nga label diri, ang gagawin times, wait lang, i-word na lang na. 180 over pi. The pi is not 3.14, but you need to use the exact value. It times 180 over pi, so the angle is 14.19. So this is the smaller. And the larger, i-minus lang siya sa 90, 14.19. You have 75.81. This is the larger one. Again, we will use the smaller one. So in this situation for number 6, the angle that was with the ball thrown, if its initial speed was 12 meters per second, it was mentioned here we will be using the smaller one. The answer is 14.19 degrees. And there is a follow-up question. The follow-up question is, what other angle gives the same range, which is the answer is the other angle is 75.81 degrees. And just like what I mentioned, no, i-minus lang siya sa 90, it will give you the other angle. And ang sabi dito, why would it not be used? Why not be used? That's the question. So in this situation, even though it produce, no, it gives you the same range lang. Again ha, even though it gives you the same range siya, even though yung angle niya is 75.81, the larger angle is not used in practice because it gives a very high. Diba pag ilabay nimo ang bola tapos yung angle kay di nga kadako, no? Taas kaayo. Mas taas og time interval, no? Long hanging time. Kumbaga pa, mas taas siya og time travel compare sa smaller angle na gamay ra ang time travel, no? Lahi kag time, sir, yes. Of course naman, di ba, pag ganito lang ka ano yung angle mo, bagamay, pag i-throw mo yung bola, mas mabilis siya aabot compare na very steep yung angle, very malaki yung angle. Pag i-throw mo siya, no? Medyo yung airtime ng bola mas mahaba compare sa yung maliit lang na angle, no? Which is in this problem a rugby ito na dola na game, no? This is very impractical for a short direct pass. Again, this is a very impractical strategy or approach for a rugby player to use taas, no? So, in this situation, kung gamiton ni siya nga strategy sa mga sa rugby player, mas taas og approach or thinking time ang defender. 'Di ba? Mas makaano pa sila, mas naa pa sila time to intercept, no? Kaya kung mubo pa ning angle, medyo lower yung time. Pero pag mahaba yung angle, malaki kasi yung angle, yeah, yung sinabi ko, long hang time or mas taas yung air time, no? Air time bang term? Basta long hanging time ng bola sa air. That's why we cannot recommend to use this angle, the 75.81. Okay? Now, in this situation, letter C, the time. Yeah? How long uh how long did this pass the ball? We will use the smaller angle, no? We will use the smaller angle, the 14.19. Hindi natin pwede gamitin yung malaki na angle kasi mas mahaba yung time ng air. So in this situation, we will be using the smaller one. Sir, ano yung gagamitin natin na formula? Tatlo yung formula na pwede magamit dito. Again, tatlo ang formula na pwedeng magamit dito. But if we will use this formula, meron ba tayong dy? Ito. Ito, pwede ito magamit na formula. Pero we must consider the angle. At saka ito, pwede ito magamit na formula. Yan. Sa tatlo dito ng formula, ito yung pinaka the best, no? We will use this formula. Kasi if we will use yung first one, wala man tayong maximum height, no? The maximum height was not stated. Tama? Again, the maximum height was not stated. So medyo labad siya. But we know na the same lang siya sa range. So maging 0 siya but labad siya. No, we do not use this formula. It will complicate you. Same with this one, it will complicate you. So we will use this formula. Ito. Pero we need to manipulate kasi time is the time yung missing natin. We need to manipulate. So dx rather, I will put x. Vix then times time. So divide both side by the initial velocity over time. Mali. Divide both sides by Vix, yan. So we will use this one. So alam naman natin, class, that Vix is Vi cos theta. So the dx, alam natin, the dx is 7. Initial velocity is 12. Then we will use the smaller angle, 14.19. And the time we have, isolve na ako sa akong calculator online. 7 divided by 12 cos the angle is 14.19. Yes. The time is, sobrang baba lang yung time natin. The time is 0.6. No? 0.60 seconds. Yan. Yun yung sagot, no? Yan yung time pag ipasa yung rugby ball. Rugby ball? Ha? Pag ipasa yung bola sa rugby, then 7 meters lang yung pagitan. And if we use the smaller angle, the time interval is 60 seconds. Yan. Sir, what if we will use the longer time? Plus, if we will use the longer time, alam nyo, yung sagot is longer yung time. Longer time. If we will use the longer angle, the time is 2 seconds. So naapay airtime na magtanga pa ang bola sa hangin sa taas if we will use the larger angle. That's why we will use the smaller angle because 0.6 seconds lang. In that small range of time, yung bola, napasa na. No? Kusog siguro kayo paglabay sa ball. So naabot dayon. If we will use the larger angle, mga 2 seconds pa bago maabot. O tingnan nyo, from 0.6 seconds to 2.4 seconds. Of course, kung ako player, I will be using the smaller angle. Okay? So here, ito yung solution natin for letter C. And that would be all for our discussion this day. So, there will be 5 examples pa nga na-chat na ko sa TG. Wala pa yung solution. But I will not give a video lecture of how it was being solved, no? Kasi I will provide you solution. So, nothing to worry. Ibigay ko yung solution ng 5 sa yung 5 nga git-chat ko na problem. Naibigay ko lang siya. Pero hindi ko na siya i-explain. Isulat ko na lang, ha?